Hear ye, gather round, noble lords and ladies of the internet, for once again the Retro Roundtable doth commence, a most sacred fellowship of pixelated sages and chiptune scholars, united in quest not for gold nor glory, but for the truth behind the games of old. Within this hallowed circle, all voices are equal, all ROM files are treasured, and all takes, no matter how spicy, shall be heard and honored. And that's enough of that voice. I'm not talking like that the whole video. So yeah, welcome to the Retro Roundtable, a glorious union of the best retro emulation nerds, dorks, geeks, and dweebs that you'll find this side of the algorithm. In this episode, I asked a bunch of these noble retro nerds to answer a very important question. What's your favorite ROM hack? What's that you say? What are ROM hacks, you ask? Well, I mean, obviously, ROM hacking is the process of modifying a ROM image or ROM file to alter the contents contained within, usually of a video game, to alter the game's graphics, dialogue levels, gameplay, and/or other elements as a creative outlet, or to essentially make new, unofficial games using the old game's engine. So ROM hacks are these beautiful, weird little Frankenstein games made by brilliant uber nerds who take games that you love and twist them into something even more lovable, or slightly cursed. Or both. It might be a fan sequel, a total overhaul, or just Sonic the Hedgehog wearing Goku's hair for some reason. But what are the best ROM hacks, you ask? Well, I don't know, but maybe these guys do. Check out this star-studded cast. We have Retro Breeze, Bill from Nerd Nest, Russ from Retro Game Corps, Chase Brogan, Mr. Sujano, Bob Wulff from Wulff Den, ETA Prime, Javi from Play Retro, and me, TechDweeb. Hello! And we don't pick favorites here at the Retro Roundtable, so let's turn to the sacred toque of randomness. I had someone on the last video ask why I called it toque, so I'll answer that now. Obviously, since I'm Canadian, we call it a toque just to annoy you. Sorry. Alright, toque, let's see what you're gonna give us. Oh, giving us a banger right off the start. Bob Wulff from Wulff Den. Hey, Bob.
Hi.
What you looking at off the screen there? Actually, never mind. I don't want to know.
I recently played Bazr, B-A-Z-R, which is a ROM hack of Super Mario 64 that turns it into a rogue-like deck builder. So you randomly get a level, and you randomly get some cards. And each card corresponds to the B button, the A button, the Z button, or the R button. Those are your jumps, your punches, your kicks, your duck, your ground pound. They're all cards that you have a finite amount of, and they're all shuffled around. So in order to get a star, you have to really think about how many times you're going to jump, if you can even use a triple jump, if you can kick your way over there or ground pound your way through a star. It makes you think really hard. It turns it into more of a strategy game. That's my favorite one right now. My favorite one of all time, Super Mario World, but Mario has a gun.
And next it's gonna be Mr. Sujano. Hey, buddy.
Oh, more questions. Sorry, I got distracted. It's beautiful out here.
Stop getting distracted, Mr. Sujano. We're here to talk about ROM hacks, not lakes.
TechDweeb, you've already done a video on this one and commented on it. Are you just asking me to recommend your own videos to your own viewers? NHL 94, all of the ROM hacks that modernize the rosters are the best. I mean, updated rosters, updated gameplay to an already fantastic base game. So for everybody watching this video, if you have not seen TechDweeb's video on NHL 94, I recommend giving it a watch. After this video, of course, and maybe after a few other TechDweeb videos to help him out for the algorithm. But watch his NHL 94 video and you'll see exactly why I love that series of ROM hack.
But that was gonna be my answer. Sujano stole my answer. What? He gave you a shout out. What more do you want? But now I gotta think of something else. Alright, do that. It wasn't your turn anyway. Okay. And now it's time to hear from Bill from Nerd Nest. Welcome to the show.
Hey.
Hey, buddy. What sort of ROM hacks are you into?
I have to admit, I have never played a ROM hack. I always just preferred to play games as the developer originally intended, so it's not something that I've ever really tried. But I'm going to turn the question around to you because I feel like I kind of cheated by not answering the question here. What are the best ROM hacks that you like, and maybe I'll give some of them a shot and report back at some time in the future.
Alright guys, you heard Bill. Leave your ROM hack suggestions in the comments and he will try out every single one of them. Right, Bill? I'll answer for you. Yes. Okay, Mr. Hat. Who you picking now? Chase Brogan. Hey, buddy.
What's going on, man?
I know you go by your real name now, but you're always going to be the retro game guy to me. Is that okay?
Okay. All right.
Good.
All right, so my favorite ROM hack of all time as an old school classic wrestling fan is WWF Legends 64. This is a ROM hack of WWF No Mercy, arguably one of the best N64 wrestling games, one of the best wrestling video games ever in history, in my opinion. Now, I'm torn between WCW and WO Revenge, but they're very close. They're neck and neck. And this game basically just expands upon the roster. It adds more 80s and early 90s wrestlers to it. Tons of different outfit changes. The commentary is done. They've extracted like old school commentary from like Jesse the Body Ventura, and as well as Gorilla Monsoon. I know they're on there. I think Bobby Heenan might even be on there. There's just great commentary. The graphics are incredible. I mean, it's got that old school flair from like that 98 to 2000 era of N64 games, but everything is just way more vibrant. It's upscaled. It looks incredible. The move sets are incredible. Just across the board, great experience. I've done a video on my channel about this. I've done a couple videos, in fact, on this. They've been updating it. They continue to update the roster, move sets, all that stuff, entrances, the whole nine. So by far my all-time favorite ROM hack, WWF Legends 64.
I took a look at that game. I don't know wrestling stuff, but it reminds me of when I go to the bulk food store. Hey man, get your hands off my gummy worms. Boom. Speaking of gummy worms, next up we have Retro Breeze.
Hi.
Yeah, I don't know why I said the gummy worms thing. Go ahead and with the ROM hacking thing. Question.
Here's a fun fact. Sonic Riders is actually a pretty good game, but it's also a messy game that fails to live up to its potential. And that's where Sonic Riders Tournament Edition comes in. This is a mod for the GameCube version of Sonic Riders that takes that messy framework and refines it into a competitive racer. And the developers have done some amazing work with this game. They've balanced everything out and added different weights and statistics to all the characters in Extreme Gear, so all of them feel a little bit different. They've removed some of the annoyances of the original game, like the annoying QTEs, and they've even added a unique catch-up mechanic that lets you still compete if you fall into last place. They've got new modes like a 1v1 mode and even online play. And it's just really great to see a kind of messy game brought up to its potential, and I really think that Sonic Riders Tournament Edition is just a super fun game. I really recommend checking it out. And if the developers could tackle Zero Gravity next, that would be awesome, because that game is just a complete mess. I still love it though.
Okay, Hat, let's have a good one. ETA Prime? Oh, heck yeah, that's a good one. Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
Even better now that you're here. What ROM hack you got for us?
Right now, it has to be TMNT Shredder's Revenge. This is a hack for Streets of Rage 2, like a lot of other hacks out there. But it basically turns it into a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. And I'm a huge Turtles fan. As soon as I heard about this, I knew I had to test it out. And it's been really awesome. I've actually installed it on a bunch of different handheld devices and had a really good time with it. But another one that I really love is Ultra Metroid. And I know a lot of people have heard about it, have probably used that hack before. It's just awesome. I mean, it kind of puts a dark twist on the whole story. Lots of new levels and everything like that for Super Metroid.
You're kidding. That was the other ROM hack that I wanted to do. Shredder's Revenge. I love that one. ETA stole it. So, what do you want me to do? You want me to tell ETA Prime that he can't do the games that you want to do? Huh? No. Well, then shut up and just wait your turn. Okay. In the twilight of the fourth console age, a lone warrior rises. Welcome, Javi from Play Retro. Hey, buddy.
Hi.
Welcome. Wait, your curtain. What was...
One of my favorite ROM hacks is actually Pokemon Radical Red. It takes one of the best mainline series Pokemon games, Pokemon Fire Red, and essentially ramps it up to 1000. Now, when this game came out, it basically set the bar for what a Pokemon ROM hack can be. Now, without giving you any spoilers, it adds basically almost every single Pokemon ever created up until Generation 9. That's over 1,000 Pokemon to the game. It also adds support for Mega Evolutions, so Mega Evolutions are back. It has updated sprites, you have following Pokemon, and a whole world of quality of life changes that really drastically improve the feeling of this game. So I'm talking things like throwing a Pokeball in battle with the L button, running away from battle with the R button, being able to auto run so you don't have to hold the B button. Things like being able to change your Pokemon's nickname without a name rater, being able to see EVs and IVs right in the menu, being able to access your PC right from your pocket. This game also addresses some of the core issues with the mainline series Pokemon game, specifically difficulty, right? Pokemon has always been kind of like an easy game. It's a children's game, right? It's not supposed to be super difficult, but some of the veterans to the series really have found, especially some of the newer Pokemon games, to be too easy and too handholdy. This game is different. This game is not easy, and that's a good thing. It respects you as a player right from the beginning and asks you, what difficulty would you like to play this game at? Trainer and gym leader AI has been drastically improved. These guys actually battle to win now. There's a level cap now, so there's no over leveling. It is not possible in this game to just steamroll your way through gym leaders. Every gym leader feels like a significant challenge and really feels much more rewarding when you earn that gym badge. But I think my favorite thing about this game is the fact that it's still Kanto. It still feels familiar, but there's so much different about the game. Every trainer you fight and every Pokemon you find, that it feels like a completely different game and a much better experience overall. So Pokemon Radical Red, if you're a Pokemon fan, you haven't played this game, definitely give this game a chance.
Let's see, who haven't we heard from yet? Oh, of course, this guy, Russ from Retro Game Corps.
Hey, how's it going?
Really good. We're doing a best ROM hack video. I'm just, wondering if you want to join in.
Yeah, I mean, if it's cool with you, that's fine with me, man.
Awesome. Yeah. Wait.
You know, I don't have a ton of time to play a lot of ROM hacks that are like content hacks, you know, those that like add new Pokemon or whatever. I can barely get through the original games on their own. So what I like to see are like creature comfort hacks, those that improve the quality of life as you're playing the game, kind of modernizes it. So the choice that I have here is actually Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. There's a DX ROM hack out there. This one doesn't do a ton of stuff to it, but it adds color to it. And even the original Game Boy game felt like it should be in color. Like the graphics were so good, and I was like, man, I'd love to play this in color, and now we have that, and I think that the palettes they used are really fitting too, so it's a really fun game to play. They also improved the latency of that game, because when you jump in Mario in that game, it's like a little bit sluggish, and now it's a lot faster, so I do appreciate that little hack as well. And then finally, you can play as Luigi, and he has like different physics. I never really use him, I just use Mario, but it is cool. Like that's something that I think is a good enhancement, as opposed to just like overwriting the entire game. And so those are the kind of hacks I like, and yeah, Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins, DX is probably my favorite.
And that leaves us with this guy. You got a game for us yet? Alright, look, Sujano stole my NHL 94, ETA Prime stole my Shredder's Revenge, so I said, screw it, I'll make my own frickin' ROM hack. Dweebs and lady dweebs, I present to you Burger Time Dweeb Lux, the official TechDweeb version of Burger Time. Wait, what? Is that real? Heck yeah, it is. Burger Time Deluxe on the Game Boy is one of my favorite retro games. It's like my comfort food game. I play it all the time. And now I'm in the game. I had my good buddy, the super talented JWG, help me out with this one, and he did a freaking amazing job. See, take a look. The little chef guy is me now. Little TechDweeb chef running around the level, while walking on the burger parts and stuff. The story of the game is that my mom made me get a job, so I got a job at a burger place, but it turned out that the burger place was built on an ancient burial ground, and it's haunted. But people still need their burgers, and I still need a job, so my mom doesn't take away my computer. So I go and make the burgers, but there are bad guys that are these cute little ghosts who try to stop you from making the burgers. Just like real life. Also, now you collect cans of A&W root beer to squirt at the enemies, because, as you know, root beer's kind of a thing with me. And also, root beer goes great with burgers, everyone knows that. So you get the cans, and I guess you shake them up, and then you can squirt the root beer at the bad guys. And then later in the game, you can find screen-clearing retro handhelds. That's right, there's handhelds in the handheld game. Meta, right? They can't play Burger Time Dweeblux though. That would have been cool. But the restaurant is called the Round Table. I thought that would be fun, you know, for this video. The retro round, it's the Round Table. It's the same Burger Time Deluxe that you love on the Game Boy, but now TechDweeb flavored. And you can download the ROM patch in the description below and patch your ROM and try it out for yourself right now for free. Cool. So it's just like the same game as before, but with some art changed around then. Yeah. And I also told the story of the game. It's not actually in the game, but that's still the story. That's the story in my mind of it. All right then. Neat. What? Isn't that enough? No, that's fine. That's good. Are you gonna play it? Burger Time Dweeblux? Burger Time Dweeblux. Yes. I'm totally gonna play it. I can't wait. Awesome. And that's it. That's all we have for you today. A whole bunch of awesome ROM hacks for you to check out, but we barely scratched the surface. There's a whole vast world of ROM hacks out there, pretty much whatever you're into. Shoot them ups, beat them ups, side scrollers, Zelda, Pokemon, Metroid. Just start looking around online and you're gonna find all these amazing versions of the games you love with extra features, more levels, characters, art. There's so much out there. ROMhacking.net is a good place to start, or you can just start Googling to learn which ROM hacks are available for the games that you like. If you need help learning how to patch a ROM with a ROM hack that you find, I'll link to a thingy below that explains how to do it. And if you want that TechDweeb Burger Time Deluxe Dweeblux, Burger Time Dweeblux game, you can get that below as well. And now it's your turn. What are some great ROM hacks that you think everyone should know about? Bill needs some ideas of what to play. Help him out in the comments below. And while you're down there, click the thumbs up button if you liked the video, or don't if you didn't. From all of us at the Retro Roundtable, we'll see you around.